Hello, all my fellow quilters, and have another block finished. This one is called King's X, and I paper pieced it. And as I sewed my seams together, I ripped the paper out I haven't ripped the paper out totally yet. I will do that in the future, but I wanted to show you. And with the 1.8 millimeter straight stitch that I used, ripping the paper out is very easy and quick. And this, on a side note, this paper is a 70-gram printer paper from my HP printer. It is the cheapest paper that I could buy at the shop. 60 and 70 gram paper is fantastic for paper piecing. It's not too thick, it's not too stiff, and it goes through your printer really, really well. And on top of that, it's the least expensive paper. Now, a note about paper piecing. If you are doing very, very complicated blocks, I would use a sulky or Gutermann type paper solvay, which is printer paper, but it's water soluble. The reason I would do that is so that you can leave the paper in while you make the quilt, and then all you do is have to bathe it when you finish your quilt, and the paper will come out, or even put it in the washing machine. And it's a great solution because sometimes you don't want to take your paper out. And like on this one, there's always a starting and a stopping. But I found out that if you do one of the longer blocks first, it is much, much easier to make this. And this is a simple, quick design, but it allows you to get these perfect points and seams and everything, which this block requires to make it what it's supposed to be. And I used again my Anthology Love Batik Fat Quarter collection. My colors are very shallow gradient, so it's kind of hard to see. But if you use contrasting, it will be also fantastic. It was also a fun, quick block. I personally don't know if I would like this block as a quilt, but I'm sure someone would. And like I said, it was simple, fun, and easy. And I can show you this center point here. Let me zoom in slowly. See how all these lines come in and form that perfect little point in the center, and it turned out absolutely wonderful. And I'm really enjoying the colors. I'm not a big fan of batik. The reason I don't like batiks is I find the fabric is thin, and I personally don't like a thinner fabric, but that's up to you. I love the designs, I love the colors, but the fabric to me is a little thin, and that's why I left the papers in. And like I said, I used a 1.8 millimeter straight stitch with Mettler Saba, Amon Mettler Saba 150, which is a very thin, very fine thread, which has no bulk, doesn't show, I love that thread, but I know many of you can probably not get Saba. Wonderfeel Invisifil is a good thread. Everybody has one. Guterman calls it Myra, I think. There's lots of choices out there. So find a good thin thread that's strong so you don't have bulk, because you want small seams, which makes it easier to tear the paper out. So everyone have the great rest of your March, and we will talk to you later. Bye.